everyone, it's Jack and Sam from Cultaholic.com. Tom's still on holiday. He's in Iceland, having just a lovely time.
Having a great time.
I'm really jealous. He's seen some dolphins.
Yeah.
Yes, but it's okay, because even though Tom's not here, the news does continue and we have a whole host of stories to talk to you about right now. First of all, a WWE Superstar is wanted on both SmackDown and Raw, but it looks like only one's going to get him. Next up, we talk about the future of 205 Live. Will it stay alive? And finally, a big match has been added to the upcoming Hell in a Cell pay-per-view. So first up, a WWE Superstar is said to be wanted on both SmackDown and Raw, but they're only going to be able to land on one destination or another because, of course, the brand split is being re-established, reinforced.
Yes, quite firmly and quite rightly so, in
my
opinion.
I agree as well. This comes from WrestleVotes on Twitter, who are often quite scarily accurate with their predictions, or with their sources, I guess. And they've said, something nobody can deny. A really strong opening from WrestleVotes. Something nobody can deny. A person who works for Fox has directly told me face-to-face that they would like Bray Wyatt on SmackDown. However, it looks like he's going to remain on Raw, with Paul Heyman being a gigantic fan of his. Not confirmed, but we'll see. Now,
I'm going to deny it. I didn't see him talking to that person from Fox face-to-face.
I didn't see it happen either. Yeah. But assuming that this is the case, and even though it's not confirmed where he's going to end up, it seems like he's going to be staying on Raw. That's got to be good news for Bray Wyatt.
Yeah, I mean, he's the hottest commodity in WWE right now, isn't he? He's the most interesting, engaging character, in my opinion. And he's got the most legs, I think, just the most legs.
Yes, I really do agree. I'm not surprised that Heyman's a big fan of his.
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I'm not surprised that, they want to see them, Fox want him on SmackDown, even though SmackDown's been positioned, I guess, as more of the sports show of the two.
Yeah.
It's not as cut and dry, maybe, as that sound.
It's just, I'm really surprised by this because I was expecting him to be switched to Fox.
Really?
Because, like, the big, lucrative, brand new TV deal, super exciting show, get all the hottest talent there. I mean, they were handing out, like, beer koozies at Monday Night Football or something. There was, like, loads of stuff. They're really, really promoting SmackDown, and I thought they were going to get him, but I don't know. I think Raw's going to need some big commodities, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
They can't just have SmackDown be the big show.
They can't just forget about Raw. And also, I guess, maybe we'll have more of a clear picture depending on whether or not he wins the Universal title at Hell in a Cell, because that is, of course, a Raw title. Unless they switch the titles around, which I can't see happening, especially because the Universal one's red. That's the only thing I can think of.
I'd love it if it went to SmackDown.
So yeah, we'll keep an eye on that. But also, speaking of that Hell in a Cell match, another big match has been added to Hell in a Cell. So we already know 2 Hell in a Cell matches confirmed, both taking place inside the Hell in a Cell structure. So we've got The Fiend, Bray Wyatt versus Seth Rollins for that Universal Championship. And we also have Becky Lynch putting her Raw Women's Championship on the line against Sasha Banks. But last night on SmackDown, another match was confirmed as well. And it will see Roman Reigns team with Daniel Bryan to take on Luke Harper and Eric Rowan after Reigns saved Bryan from a big old beatdown.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah. It'll be quite cool. Like, I'm really sorry. I find it hard to get excited by Hell in a Cell, the pay-per-view, because every match is Hell in a Cell.
Right.
But I think, given the names involved with this one, Roman is very good at using the cage as like. I
don't know if this is a Hell in a Cell match.
Oh, really?
I think this might actually just be a straight tag match.
Well, that's all right then.
That's fine.
It's going to be a great match anyway.
Yeah.
But if it is in a cage, then I like Roman in the cell.
Yeah, he's very good at it. Although in that recent trailer, he was getting his arm.
Yes, he was getting by Carnage from Spider-Man.
Because the cage is alive this year.
Yes,
but
with Sound of Music at the club.
This seems to signify a bit of a babyface turn for Daniel Bryan, or certainly moving more towards the babyface side of things.
He was working babyface in Manila, in the Philippines. Me and Adam, we questioned whether that was maybe just a geographical thing. Maybe he's just really over there. But apparently, in a losing effort against Kofi, post-match, he lifted his arm. He sort of bowed to the champion and was like, there you go. He was very graceful in defeat. He didn't do all the yes stuff, but he was apparently very straight, like chipper babyface. I
feel like we could see the yes stuff come back in this match potentially. Yeah. I mean, it does seem, it's a strange one because Harper and Rowan are like recently reformed, but you'd expect the babyfaces to get the win there surely, unless more shenanigans happen.
Yeah, I'd like to see as well. It's just popped into my head for some reason. You know the scene from Father Ted, but that would be an ecumenical matter.
Oh right.
Where he's trying to teach Father Jack how to talk.
Yes.
And it's just Roman trying to get Daniel to do the yes, and he's really trying, but he can't do it.
I think it sounds like it'll be a fun match, maybe one that would open the show, but I don't know exactly Actually, I'm saying I don't know how good it would be, but then again, the Wyatt family took part in that excellent feud against the Shield, so it's got several components of that.
I'm excited to see Harper and Rowan together again,
Yeah.
without a big ridiculous gimmick. I think it's going to be quite interesting to see how they're going to work. I'm excited to see Harper finally getting some spotlight again. And yeah, like Roman and Bryan, it's going to be great.
I think so. I think it's going to be a good one.
I think it's going to be possibly like the underrated standout match of the night.
I'd agree with that. Speaking of matches announced for upcoming shows, there have been 2 further matches announced for SmackDown's Fox debut on October 4th. The first one is quite sensible. The second one, we'll get to it in a second. So the first one is a rematch of the 4 Horsewomen tag match, which we recently saw on Raw, and it really impressed everybody. So it's again going to be Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch taking on Sasha Banks and Bayley, which makes sense. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Fox, if it was, I don't know if it would be their idea, but I'm not surprised they're doing it again on
I'd
Fox.
imagine Fox just went, more of that, please, more of that.
Also, it makes sense, I suppose, to showcase the strong points of the women's division on their debut on a new network. But the other one,
it's what NXT did with the
Exactly.
network debut, opened with the women's 4-way.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the next match, so it's Kevin Owens versus Shane McMahon again. We saw it at SummerSlam.
Okay.
After Kevin Owens won, and we thought, finally, the feud's over. It's not. So Owens has recently been threatening legal action against Shane. It's all got a bit, I don't really like it, but it's all got a bit intense, I suppose, and it's leading to a ladder match between the two. What's going to be at the top of the ladder, you ask?
Is it the lockbox, maybe?
Well, no, it's a briefcase, but it's going to have documents inside.
A lockbox?
Yeah, well, not the lockbox, sadly, because it's just got legal documents, I suppose. The stipulation means that if Owens loses, he will remain fired and will drop the $25 million wrongful termination lawsuit against Shane.
Okay.
I can't believe we're using such legal language. This is wrestling.
I mean, that sounds like the given option here is you stay fired and this fake lawsuit goes away.
Well, if Owens wins, then Shane will be forced to leave WWE.
Owens is losing the match then.
Who's going to help Shane? Because Shane surely can't win on his own. Sheamus?
Have Sheamus come
Sheamus
back.
has been gone for a while. Yeah, that makes sense. That's a really good shout, actually. I didn't think of that.
Although, would they bring him back all mega heel? Because everybody loves him now, don't they?
Oh, yeah, he'd be a good babyface now. I don't know, but whatever happens, I don't know what to think of it.
I mean, if it means that Owens stays fired and goes to NXT, as the rumours have been suggesting, like for the last few weeks, people have been going, oh, Owens is going to go back, then give me Owens on NXT.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
fair.
But at the same time, it might be time for Shane to step back. Shane might have some more stuff going on backstage.
Maybe.
More control or whatever, or he's dealing with something else. So, or it could just be a big McMahon thing.
I know.
He'll be back in 2 weeks.
It sounds like a big
losing.
McMahon thing. I even think he might win and beat Owens, but we already know.
I'm loving that Vince has just set up this whole company so that his son one day could go on a tear as the best in the world.
We also know that it's going to be a stat show because there's 2 more. Well, there's various other things announced. So there's those 2 matches.
Yeah.
We already know that Kofi's going to be putting the WWE title on the line against Brock Lesnar, and quite possibly losing to him. And also appearances by various different Hall of Famers, including Hulk Hogan and Ric Flair, who are going to be on Miz TV, where they'll presumably get called out by a heel.
Thing. Yeah, that'll be a thing.
Yeah. I can't wait.
Yeah.
It looks like a big show.
Yeah, it'll be great.
It hopefully will be great. It just depends which direction they take some of these things, specifically that ladder match. Next up, a short story, but a really nice one. I really like it. PW Insider believe, anyway, this hasn't been confirmed, but PW Insider believe that SmackDown Live's name is about to be changed. And I was getting quite sick of SmackDown Live.
I hated SmackDown Live, because it's like, we know it's live.
Raw's live also.
We know that it used to be taped.
Yeah,
it's like, I thought they were going to call it SmackDown Live for like 3 weeks or a month or a couple of months, and then just get rid of the live.
I can't believe
the logo looked fine, and then when they put the live on, it looks all blocky, and it's awful to use in thumbnails. Not square at all.
Well, hopefully they are about to change it, according to PW Insider, to WWE Friday Night SmackDown. Yes!
I love that.
Brilliant. It's the best. Just make it that forever, as long as it's on Friday.
The new logo as well, it harkens back to the original SmackDown logo.
Yes,
I
it
really
does.
like that.
Yes.
That's one of my favourite wrestling show logos of all time, that first SmackDown one. So, yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. So yeah, there's not much more to report on that story, but it's just hopefully it's true.
Bring back the fist. Bring back
the fist. And finally, sticking with PW Insider, but moving shows now to talk about 205 Live and its future plans. There's a lot of doubt regarding the future of 205 Live, your show, of course, your boy. And apparently...
It might ride on, Jack. It might ride on.
It might well ride on because, according to PW Insider, 205 Live is said to be moving to Fridays straight after SmackDown Live. So straight after Friday Night SmackDown. Because basically it'll be moving to, I guess, it'll be staying in its same position just after SmackDown goes off air.
Yeah.
But following SmackDown to Friday night.
And going live on the network.
And going live on the network as well, which is promising news for people like yourself who enjoy the Cruiserweight division.
They just need to really promote it a bit more because it's always fantastic. There's always amazing wrestling on each show, but the crowd, man. They're cheering for a baby in MSG.
Yeah,
it's awful.
The random baby in the crowd, not even part of the show.
But like, if the crowd can just learn to respect them a bit more, and you can really push the guys a bit more, maybe give them some spotlight on the new shows.
Yeah,
like just throw a random cruiserweight match on there. Just for me, please, so that people start watching it. It'd be great.
I think it's positive news for certainly for the wrestlers in the Cruiserweight division.
Yeah, more opportunities to work in front of massive crowds and
Hopefully enthusiastic ones too. So yes, 205 Live set to be moving to Fridays, according to PW Insider. Long live the long 205
205 pounds and under, boys.
I haven't got an outro here. No, I do have an outro. Thanks very much for watching, and let us know what you think in the comments section down below. You can follow Cultaholic on Twitter @Cultaholic and on Facebook at facebook.com/Cultaholic. If you enjoy what we do, then please do check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Cultaholic, where you can pledge. And don't forget, of course, most importantly of all, to hit subscribe and to join us.